My favorite thing about Guyana is that I'm the prettiest girl here. Okay, I'm not even tooting my horn when I say that. It is a literal fact.
Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then please subscribe, tap the like button and give this video a thumbs up, and feel free to be part of the conversation by sharing your thoughts at the end of the video. Now in this video, we are revisiting the controversy surrounding a palm color woman living in Guyana, whose initial video sparked significant backlash. Following her problematic remarks, she's issued an apology claiming a deep respect for Guyana and its people while acknowledging her mistakes. However, her apology has not quieted the criticism. Some viewers argue that her attempt to claim the title of prettiest girl and her dismissive comments about Guyana's population reflect a troubling sense of entitlement and disrespect. So with that said, join me as we take a look into her apology, the reactions it has garnered, and what this reveals about cultural sensitivity and respect.
Hi everyone. I would personally like to come on here and apologize. I am so sorry for everything that I have said about Guyana. I want to do a huge apology, a genuine sorry to the Guyanese people and especially the Guyanese women. I understand the gravity of the situation, the gravity of my words, and I just want to say I'm really sorry. I genuinely love Guyana and I love the Guyanese people. So I don't want to make any excuses for my words, my videos, what I've said. I just want to hold myself accountable. And I've been seeing your videos, comments, posts about me, and I'm also glad you guys are holding me accountable for what I said. I think it's very important in this day and age that we do that with people who have a platform. So yeah, I really truly never meant any ill intent. But I can 100% see where I was wrong. What I said was terrible. And yeah, I hope that you can give me the chance to grow and learn from this situation. I know a lot of you will not forgive me and I completely understand, and you will not like me and you're completely in your right, but I will never stop trying. And I feel like actions speak louder than words. I want to show you guys how I will do better, how I will be better for Guyana and for the Guyanese people. I am not here to colonize. I'm not here to take anyone's jobs. I was just posting TikToks from a tourist perspective where I can also see that didn't take well. So I'm also sorry for that. But yeah, I'm really nervous making this video. You Guyanese are a tough crowd. But I hope you will allow me the chance to move forward and show you guys how I can be better.
Let me start by saying this. I did not review the apology video yesterday because I didn't want my opinion to become public perception. If you notice the way I operate, I will come 2-3 days afterwards. I would like the people to have their own opinion and I'll give my opinion. Now let me say this. I agree with a lot of people what they say. We don't accept that apology. I would say I have 3 main reasons why I will not accept that apology. Number 1, who gives the apology and laugh? Imagine me killing somebody or assaulting somebody and going in front of the court and saying I would like to apologize to leniency and then chuckling about it. That's not an apology. If you're laughing, that means that you really and truly don't understand the gravity of the situation. You have said that many times that you understand the gravity of the situation, but clearly you don't. Because why would you laugh about something that deeply hurt so many people on so much levels, right? And then I saw a part in your video you're saying that you represent Guyana and you'll do better for the Guyanese people in the future. I would like all the Guyanese to understand, I've said this many times, what we're getting in this country is not an Mbani, is not a Mark Zuckerberg, is not a Bill Gates. It's the worst of the worst from other country. This young lady was cancelled from South Africa. For what? Making sexist remarks. You know what she said? A young man was on a show dating program and a girl wanted to sleep with him. And he said that, man, I'm saving myself for marriage. Her remarks on camera was, you should have sexually assaulted him. You should have him. Right? And that is what she was cancelled for in South Africa. What I'm saying is, if she's cancelled in her own country, they're saying, we want nothing to do with you. You're not the face of South Africa. Y'all going and dig these people out to the bottom of the barrel and bring them to Guyana and saying, all right, here, you'll be the face of Guyana. To the tourism industry, the tourism minister and everybody else who deal with tourism. Really and truly, one of the fastest growing economy or the fastest growing economy in the Caribbean and in the Western Hemisphere. That is who you're going to choose as a representative for our country. Somebody who was cancelled in their own country. Somebody who their country wants nothing to do with. Come on, do better. Right? Secondly, she said she's not here to steal jobs. I don't know who the hell was thinking that you came to work. It's obvious you're a colonizer. The same thing when you're saying you're not, you are. Right? Let me give you the scenario. Back in the days, we used to be working hard on the plantation and plowing the land and doing everything. And the slave master used to go and bring his wife to enjoy all the spoils. It's the same thing you're doing. Right? Guyanese people are out here punishing, GPL lashing your head with $50,000 and $70,000 like bill, the government saying that they cannot intervene and subsidize the electricity, but you're here living it up, going to all the fancy restaurants. You've only been to fancy places. Let me show you this. Gordon Ramsay was here, who's way more popular than she is. For those of you who don't know who Gordon Ramsay is, he's a successful businessman, multi-millionaire. He's a successful TV show host who actually has his own program who people actually follow. Not somebody who was cancelled, right? And when he came to Guyana, he been down to the market, he was riding on a horse carriage. He been to a bunch of local cafes, small business places to promote the small businesses. You're here at all the big places to the rich people. So when you're going to say that you didn't come here to work, who thought that you came here to work is very, very stupid. Because you did not came here to work. Somebody's funding you. You're being funded by somebody who's already ripping us off. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely the money is funding your endeavors. So nobody thought you came to work. So stop with that nonsense, right? And last but not least, right? When you're saying that you did not know that we were that touchy and it would have hit us so hard, who could go to South Africa and just got there and is a social media influencer and say that they're the most beautiful woman in South Africa? Y'all would have tore them limb from limb, especially if they were African and they trumped all of you white girls by saying, what? I'm the most beautiful girl here. You would have tore her limb from limb. Why? Let me say this, and I'm done with this when I'm going to say this, right? It's a peasant mentality. Even if somebody's better looking at you than you, but you perceive that you're higher value because you have more than them and you're entitled more than them, beauty goes out the window. And that's exactly what you promoted there, a peasant mentality. It had nothing to do with who better looking, who have more carbs, who actually have boobs that could stand up on its own. It had to do with the fact that you're white and you think that you're privileged. And because of that, we will not accept your apology. I like the Guyanese who are making video and calling for you to leave our country. And I would call on the tourism industry and whoever else that brought you here to let you leave. Bring someone else. They in it. That's the bottom of the you are bringing here to promote us. As she already disrespected our country. So she should leave just like how she came. We don't want her representing Guyana. And that is facts 100.
Going to another country and saying you're the prettiest girl there is crazy work. Like, Miss Girl, I know where you're from. But I don't think you were the prettiest girl there, and I don't think you're the prettiest girl here in Guyana. And also, it's not Guyana, it's Guyana. It's just so disrespectful to see these people, these white people, coming from these foreign lands and thinking that, oh my gosh, I've just I've discovered a new place. Like, this is so cool. There's like oil money here, and there's like 800,000 people, which like nobody lives here. Girl, people live there. And also saying that, oh my gosh, Jonestown happened here. Yao and Jim Jones took like 1,000 people from America and brought them to Guyana and killed them. Isn't that so cool? Like, honey, what? That's not cool. I don't think that's cool. She's like, yeah, I want to go there. I want to see that. The amount of confidence you have to think that, oh my gosh, I'm the prettiest girl here. Like, have you seen any of the local people in Guyana? Have you seen any of the women? Have you seen anything? How long have you been there? Like, did you just see people in the airport? Like, not even, like, even people in the airport, I'm sure you're not the prettiest among them. Like, I don't know about y'all, but this is reminding me of something called colonization. Yep, they did it to us before and they want to do it to us again.
Most beautiful woman in Guyana, you ain't even confident in yourself, girl. You injecting your lip to have lips like ours. And that's what I say all the time. These people come from their country right? And we put them on a pedestal, and they don't even like themselves. In their country, they need to have work done to even be looked at. There's no standard in their own country. Saw a video from a young lawyer saying she's from South Africa. If she's from South Africa, she needs to be cancelled immediately. One reason why: South Africa is a segregated society. The whites and the black don't really mix in South Africa much. You see, white people from the States, they're good. They're intertwined with us, they work around us, and because of that, they're not racist. But South Africa, extremely. The girl even said that she did a post saying that this is her Jim Jones outfit. For those of you who don't know what Jim Jones did, Jim Jones was a white pastor who came to Guyana, took a bunch of people into the bush and gave them poison to drink, right? And how he was found out: some white people, he was abusing everyone that he was with, but some white people that he was abusing sent word to America, and America sent a plane to there to basically investigate whether or not these allegations were true. And when they tried to leave, he ordered his goons or his guards back, right? And then he proceeded to poison all the Guyanese, which he took there. And if she's going to say this is her Jim Jones outfit, she's a slave master. Because the only people that applaud Jim Jones for what he did, there's extremely racist people, right? I will say this with no apology. If these are our views, I have never really and truly looked at the video for this girl, except for the Cybertruck, and I didn't even look at it that long, right? So if that is our perceptive, or if that is our standing point, we need to cancel her. If those of you do not know how to cancel somebody, if you don't want to see this stuff on your page, when you see that little arrow that shows like forward, click on it and you're going to see report. Report her shit for anything. Report it for harassment, or report it for bullying. If you get 100 people to do that, that account gets banned, or it gets put on a blacklist. It don't go anywhere. That's what we need to do. This shit needs to stop. She doesn't know who she Guyanese. We stand on business. Major hype. Mackerel, if we could do it to them. White girl don't come here and think like if you can talk nonsense and we're gonna let it slide. We work different over here.
Now, it's really baffling to see how some people think they can just say anything they want on the internet and then return with a half-hearted apology, expecting that to fix everything. Now, this approach reflects a troubling disconnect from the consequences of their words. These individuals often post insensitive or harmful comment only to later offer an apology that seems more about salvaging their own reputation than genuinely addressing the harm caused. Now, the problem isn't just the offensive comments themselves, but the underlying attitude that allows someone to believe that a simple apology can erase the impact of their actions. It's as if they think that acknowledging their mistake is enough to rectify the damage, without a genuine understanding of why their words were hurtful in the first place. Now, this pattern reveals a superficial grasp of accountability and a lack of respect for the people and cultures they have offended. Apologies should be more than a strategic move. They should come from a place of true reflection and understanding. Simply saying sorry doesn't undo the harm or address the deeper issues of insensitivity and entitlement. It's time for people to realize that meaningful change involves more than just words. It requires a genuine effort to learn, grow, and make amends. Now, the mentality of some palm color individuals who act as though they have discovered a place when they see potential benefits from it is deeply troubling and rooted in a colonial mindset. Now, this perspective isn't just misguided. It's a continuation of a historical pattern where people from privileged backgrounds exploit and dismiss the value of other cultures and communities. Take, for example, the comment about Guyana having 800,000 residents and the dismissive attitude that nobody lives here. Now, such statements reveal a profound lack of respect and awareness. Now, this mentality perpetuates the illusion that certain places are unimportant or uninhabited until they are noticed by outsiders who can exploit them. Now, it echoes a colonial attitude that disregards the significance of local populations and their rights to their land and resources. Now, this harmful mindset has historical roots where colonial powers claimed lands inhabited by indigenous peoples, dismissing their existence and contributions. Now, they often justify their actions by presenting their lands as discovered and thus available for exploitation. The notion that a place is only valuable or legitimate once acknowledged by outsiders reflects a profound disrespect for the people who have lived there for generations. Now, in the case of Guyana, her comments not only diminish the rich cultural and social fabric of the country, but also mirror a long history of exploitation exploitation and disregard for the lives and histories of indigenous and local communities. It's important for people to recognize the impact of their words and actions, moving beyond a self-centered perspective that reduces entire populations to mere footnotes in their personal narratives. True respect and understanding involve acknowledging and valuing the people and cultures that exist long before outsiders arrive. Now, coming to her fascination with the Jonestown tragedy, which is deeply unsettling and reveals a disturbing level of insensitivity and articism, claiming that she is obsessed with crime and finding something appealing about a place because of a horrific event involving people of her own race shows a profound disconnect from the gravity of the situation. The Jonestown massacre, where over 900 people were unalived, is a tragedy that should be remembered with solemnity and respect, not as a morbid curiosity or a peculiar aspect of a place to be gawked at. Now, her comments reduce a significant and tragic event to a sensationalized detail in her personal narrative, reflecting a troubling lack of empathy. It's not just about her poor choice of words. It's about the underlying mindset that finds amusement or intrigue in the suffering of others, especially when that suffering is linked to her own racial background. Now, this reveals a deeper racial insensitivity and an unsettling detachment from the human cost of such events. While she may have issued an apology, it's challenging to accept it as sincere given the nature of her initial remarks. A true apology would require more than just a verbal acknowledgement of wrongdoing. It would necessitate a genuine understanding of why her words were hurtful and a commitment to change. Her comments about the unaliving demonstrate that she was fully aware of the impact of her words and chose to use them in a way that trivializes real human suffering. Now, this makes it difficult to view her apology as anything more than a superficial attempt to deflect criticism rather than a heartfelt recognition of her deep-seated issues with rest and respect. Now, I don't know how you feel about her apology, but here's my take on it. It's hard to overlook the gravity of her comments and simply accept an apology as a cure-all. You can't make such offensive statements and expect people to forgive and forget just because you've said you're sorry. Her remarks about Guyana, the insensitive way she discussed the Jonestown tragedy, and her dismissive attitude toward the local population all reveal a troubling mindset that isn't easily erased with a few apologetic words. An apology should come from a place of deep understanding and genuine remorse, not just as a strategic move to mitigate backlash. Her comments were deeply hurtful and reflective of a broader issue of insensitivity and entitlement. It's important to recognize that saying sorry isn't enough to undo the harm caused or to address her underlying issues that led to such comments in the first place. True accountability involves more than just acknowledging a mistake. It requires a meaningful effort to understand and address the impact of one's actions. We have finally come to the end of the video, but what do my viewers have to say? Share your own thoughts as well on what you think about this video in the comment section, and let's have a conversation there. Thank you for always watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.